Hey everybody, welcome back to another 10-minute Marvel video. I'm Petter, and today we're talking D23. So, a couple weeks ago we did our predictions for what we thought was going to happen at Comic-Con. Today it's going to be for D23. And honestly, at this point in time, I don't know anything that's coming out for sure. So, I'm just going to give some of what I think are my best guesses, including some things that I think are very likely. So, three predictions plus one that's a little bit further out there. So, first off, I think we are going to get trailers or teasers for 3 shows, maybe 4. We might get footage for the 4th one, not a trailer. But I think we get a Daredevil Born Again trailer, a second Agatha trailer, because obviously Agatha's coming up now in just over a month and 12 days, I believe. And then I think we get an Echo trailer. The one that I'm not completely sure that we'll get a trailer for, but I won't be shocked if we got some footage for, would be Wonder Man. I could see them showing off the first little bit of that show and confirming that it's a spotlight show. Just, yeah, kind of that sizzle reel type of thing to get people excited for it before a trailer comes out. Because I think with like Daredevil Born Again and Echo, or not Echo, Ironheart, I might have said Echo before, Ironheart is what I meant. I think they should drop a trailer for them with D23. That should show up online. But for Wonder Man, do that sizzle reel, let the people there see it, and kind of build that anticipation and that hype leading up to when that show eventually is going to come out. Now, I should say right now, I also expect some trailers for animated things, but I'm not going to include the animated shows that much on this list. But things like Eyes of Wakanda and Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, I think, are going to have trailers in the animation panel. There's also an anime panel. I'm not going to be touching on that one as well. Honestly, I don't even know what to predict with that. But let's continue on with the predictions for the main kind of Marvel panel here. I think we're going to get the official confirmation and announcement of a Vision show. And we're going to know if it's called Vision Quest. We might hear additional casting information here. Like if they've cast Vision would be the main one. Or even if they're teasing like, hey, this is going to lead into something else. I don't know that they would tease that one there. I was thinking Young Avengers, but we'll get to that in a second. I also think they're going to announce a few more season 2s of their more successful shows, so things that maybe, I guess I should say more successful shows in that people have consistently liked them better. So like a Moon Knight season 2 I think makes a ton of sense, and there's a desire from cast and crew to have a second season of that. And I think this one might be pushing a little bit further out there, but a Miss Marvel season 2. And the reason I say Miss Marvel season 2 is obviously she's showing up in the Marvels. By far my favorite character in the Marvels. But I think they'd be smart to run a second season. Have it be about her trying to balance that superhero life with her life. She first season was basically, hey, I'm going to be a superhero, but what does that mean for me? And now she is the superhero. Give her kind of that Peter Parker sort of thing where she has to balance the life of a high schooler with the life of a superhero. Run with that and drop in a few cameos of her reaching out to other people who might show up in something like the Young Avengers. And that is the one that I've mentioned now twice, but that's the one that I'm like, okay, if they're going to announce something huge, that's the one that makes sense to me. I want to see them announce Young Avengers as, actually, I want it as a Disney Plus show. I want it to be a drama that gets a full treatment in their new system, their more classic TV system, and I want to see what they can do over a few seasons. Give me a plan that has a big arc and 3 seasons of Young Avengers filming now, tying into other things in the MCU, including Secret Wars, but culminating in something interesting. Culminating in them having to deal, I'm going to say it, them having to deal with the final Kang. I think in Doomsday, they're going to address the Council of Kangs and stuff like that, and it's going to be everything's wiped out. And there's going to be one left, one who didn't join, can be an Iron Lad character who then slowly turns into a Kang. You take him out. That would just be a good fitting story, I feel like, for the Young Avengers, and a good one for like a young adult type of TV show, of that drama of they're getting betrayed but they don't know it. Obviously, that's pure speculation on plot, but I'd love to see a Young Avengers announcement. Now, you'll notice on my prediction here that I didn't touch anything that's like movie related. I don't know that they're going to announce anything additional movie related unless they talk about Blade and say, hey, we're going to start filming soon. Which I just don't think is going to happen. I think they may say, this is the new date for... Even that's too far-fetched. I was going to say, this is the new date for Blade, and then here in a couple, like after Secret Wars, we're going to have Midnight Suns. But I don't think that's even going to be happening. Not that Midnight Suns won't happen, but I don't think they'll announce anything, because right now they just need to nail down Blade first. So we'll sweep that aside. I think D23 is going to be a Disney Plus focused show or panel, and I think Kevin Feige. So last prediction. This one has nothing to do with shows, announcements, stuff like that. I think Kevin Feige is going to be up there and kind of confirm and talk about it as like, these are meant to be supplemental. If we introduce and when we introduce characters from these shows into the movies, we're going to try and give you enough information that you have a groundwork for it. But the shows are never going to be the thing that influences the movies. The movies may influence the shows, but not vice versa. The shows are just meant for those fans like us, and there's a lot of Marvel fans who will check out the shows, to give us more and to fill in the details, to fill in the backstory, and to not to be required watching again, but to be part of the understanding of the character, and just that extra bonus, that cherry on top of when that character is introduced, to already have had a relationship with them. But let me know your thoughts on my predictions and my ramblings. Leave a comment down below. And if you enjoy this content, please give the video a thumbs up. We also have a podcast that comes out every Tuesday called 10 Minute Marvel. You can find that wherever you find your friendly neighborhood podcast from, including, now you can click on the podcast link up above and find our back catalog of podcasts to listen to. But with that, See you next time.